welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm the Average Simmer, and today I'm going to be showing you some Sims 4 CAS tips that can help you make a better sim if you just started, or if you don't think that you're good at Sims, or if you just want to get a little bit better at creating Sims. So I've gathered a few tips that I think will help you. Just letting you know right now, this isn't really how Sims look like, because I've got a custom skin, so it might look a little bit different to how Sims normally look like. But anyways, let's get straight into the tips. Tip number 1, take examples from real life. Just like building, you should look at examples if you ever don't really know what to do. You can look at real life and look outside your window and just see people walking in the streets. You can try and sort of get ideas for a sim based on someone that maybe in your family or someone that you've seen online. Any examples really. Sometimes I go for examples on Google. Mostly I go for examples when I'm trying to do something specific, like for my TikTok Girls series or my Zodiac CAS series. I go online a lot to try and look for clothing ideas. This is a really useful tip if you don't know what to do. And then the next thing you can do is you can use default sims. So I actually really like some of these default sims. So you can just change them up a little bit to how you like them, and maybe just give them a different hair, and they already look a little bit better and a little bit like your own. So that's one of my tips, is you can go use the sims that are already here. Or if you don't want to use one of these sims, go here. I don't know, just say that sim. So just go here, and then you can randomize. There's this randomize button, so you can just keep randomizing until you've got a good sim to go for. The next tip I have is to start off with a blank slate. So for example, let's say I'm just changing her features a bit. So I can do this, but it would be easier if I, for example, took off all of her hair and I took off hats and accessories and makeup. She of course doesn't have that, but if she did, I'd take that off because it would be distracting, and right now I'm trying to focus on changing her features, so I don't want to be distracted by anything else. You can even start off with a blank slate, so you can just take off her outfit too, so that it's easier to focus on making the sim, and you can just drag around her features. Next tip that I have is sometimes this edit mode can be a little bit confusing, but The Sims has got presets that you can use to help making a sim easier. So some of my favorite presets are these for eyebrows, or this eyebrow preset, this one, and this one. They're my 3 favorites and go-to, and then I just like to tweak them a tiny bit depending on the sim and what I'm trying to go for. So it's really useful to use defaults, even with these. For example, I've got presets, CC presets. So out of these 3, this one's probably my favorite, but I try not to use it a lot. So if you just use different presets, it can really change your sim. The next idea I have, it's kind of related to what I just said. Try new things. Don't go for the same presets. Try other presets. And try new things. Don't keep making the same sim, because it can be really easy to do that. And you want to maybe experiment with more things. For example, if you always made sims with these kind of eyes, and then you never tried making a sim with these kind of eyes, maybe you'll like these eyes better, so you'll never know unless you try them. So keep trying the different things and seeing what you like and what you don't, and what you want to keep using when you're making sims. And the next thing I have is practice makes perfect, so your first sim might not be that good, but you'll of course keep getting better and better. So for example, if we go to my gallery, you can actually see let's see what my first sim was. Okay, let's go to households. So like this was the first sim I made, this like first like household that I made, because I was like pretty obsessed with Full House, so I tried to remake Full House in The Sims, and I of course didn't do that good of a job. I could have done much better, but that was like my first household. And then I also had for example, I'll try and go for this because this wasn't really part of a challenge or anything. So I'll just merge this, and I'll just show you the sim, and then maybe I'll show you some of my more recent sims. So for example, there's some sneak peeks. Let's just take her and merge her, and then we can see a little bit difference. So like for example, okay, let's just delete this sim, and then if we compare this sim and this sim, you'll clearly see like a big difference. Like before, I didn't even use CC, and like I didn't really accessorize my sims or anything. And if I tried to do like a challenge with no CC, it would probably even look different than this. But because I've been practicing for such a long time, I think I've like gotten much better at making sims, and I've like got more CC, so I think that's like played a factor in me making better sims. Another idea is if you're really struggling at making a sim and you just don't think you like can really change their features and you're not really that good at it, another thing you can do is if you go here and go to the gallery, and you can search for a base sim. So a lot of people make like base sims that you can use. So like for example, the sim, she's pretty cute, so let's just merge her in with the rest of our sims. And look, now we've got this sim as well. So she's pretty cute, and then you can even change her if you want to, or you can just leave her how she is. And then also another thing you can do is you can use like styled outfits. So if you don't really know how to style her, you can give her styled outfits. These like come in game already, and then whenever you get a new pack, new outfits come with that too. So I use these sometimes when I'm like trying to make a sim really fast, and some of these look really pretty, like this outfit is really nice. And maybe for example you want to just like, I don't know, change this pants, and then there you go, you've got an outfit. So yeah, you can like just go off what some of these styled outfits and just tweak them a little bit to how you want them to look like. My final tip is use CC. Like you can see a big difference from me just using this sim versus me using CC. So I think the biggest game changer with CC is probably eyelashes. So if you go to skin details, you can find eyelashes, and also if you go to glasses, if you've got them installed, all the versions, I've even got these super big ones. So what I like to do when I'm getting eyelashes is first do remove EA eyelashes, and then I go to glasses and I select the eyelashes. This is my favorite eyelash. So she already looks like a million times better with eyelashes, and they can make a huge difference in your sims. So if you can get CC, of course some people can't, like if you're on console you can't get CC, but if you aren't on console and you're on like PC or Mac and you feel comfortable, I recommend trying CC. If you want a video on how to install custom content, then I can make a video. Anyways, now I'm going to show you how I'd make a sim, so I'm just gonna delete all of these. what I like to do is probably change their face shape, and then I like to move their lips inwards, and I like to give them a pretty big chin, and I like to give them big lips, but I do like, of course, like one of my tips is try new things. So recently I've been trying to give them different lips and like noses and stuff. Like normally I'd curve the nose like this, but recently like I'd curve it like that, but recently I'm trying other things. So I think this time I'm going to try something like that. And I'm probably going to bring the nose in a bit. And I like to squish their features together. I don't really know if that's realistic, but that's what I like to do. And I like their heads to be a little bit more narrow. And then I like to give them some darker eyebrows. And for the Sims eyebrows, I think I'm going to go for these. I don't use these as much out of the rest of the eyebrows that I use. But I think I'm going to go for that. And I like to give my Sims pouted lips. So yeah. I might just change it a little bit for this Sim because of course I'm trying new things. And for her eyes, I've got some custom content eyes. One of my tips was to get custom content if you can. So I'm going to just, I think I want her to have like darker eyes. So maybe something like that could go well. And I'm always like adjusting their face. I think I'm gonna give her bigger ears. I don't normally give my Sims that big ears. I always give them really small ears. So I think I'm going to try that now. And I'm liking how this Sim looks. So I'm going to go and give her some skin details. So, like my most used skins are, I don't really have too many skins, but I like this skin. This skin I like sometimes. I really like this skin. I also like this skin. I actually have quite a few. It just depends on what I'm feeling like. Ooh, she looks good with freckles, so I might first go and give her some freckles. I'm not too sure which ones I want to go for. I might go for like these instead. Yeah, okay. And then these ones are like my favorite because they give them all over the body, which is really nice. And these are like really subtle. I don't know how to say that. Subtle. I don't know. And she already doesn't have eyelashes, so that's pretty helpful. And I like how the skin looks on her, so I think I'm gonna go for that. There's also the skin which is similar, but I think this just has a little more definition in some areas than this one. Yeah, this one's like pretty smooth. This one's not as smooth, so I think I'm gonna go for this. And now a big game changer, hair. So oh yeah, her hair is like orange. I think I'm gonna change it to a darker color. I've never got a chance to use this hair. I've always wanted to use it, and maybe I can give her an ombre too. So with CC, of course, they have ombre accessories in some hairs that you can add. So not too sure what I want for this Sim. I could just go for some lighter ends, or we could pay a tribute to her old orange hair and maybe give her that. I like that. Maybe we could change her eyes to orange now. So I'm always like going back and forth with what I want. Yeah, I like that. I don't really care if my Sims eye colors are unrealistic. So I think she'll look really nice with the full lash look. We could give her like less lashes, but I think she looks really nice with full lashes. And there's not a lot of people like that. There's not a lot of Sims that I have that can pull off the full lashes. So I think I'm gonna go for that. And I think she'd look really good in a choker. So I might give her this choker. Yeah, I really like how she's turning out. Now for her outfit, she's like got orange dyed hair, so I don't really want to go for something too crazy. I want to stick to neutrals or maybe give her another orange sort of thing. So this is like sort of nice because it's like orange, which is sort of what color scheme she's got right now, but it's like a little more toned down than if I gave her like this, which is super bright. But it's sort of like going where her choker is, and realistically I don't think you'd wear a choker over top of your high neck shirt, so I don't think I'll go for this. This is also nice, but the orange tones are off, so if I went for this I'd probably have to go for something that's more like this, and I don't really want to go for that. I could go for this too. That's pretty. What about this? Oh, it covers her choker, and she looks like the type of person who would wear a choker, so I don't want to cover that up. Ooh, I like that a lot. Is there like more orange kind of color? There is that. I like to keep looking and then I'll come back to that shirt if I want to. So let's see. There's also this. I wish the shirt underneath was black, but whatever. I don't think I'll go for that. This is like nice, but it's like a high neck, and that's covering her choker. Now I'm like obsessed with her having a choker. I don't use this shirt too much. Let's see. No, the orange tones don't really match. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the top because I haven't looked at these yet. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. I'm trying to focus on getting her top. That looks good. This is nice. That could be an option. I'm gonna like keep looking just in case there's something better, and I don't want to miss it. I try not to give my Sims like the same outfit. Like I've already used this top quite a lot, so I don't want to go for it unless like I have to and there's no other option. And some people, when they use CC, they don't use any of the in-game stuff, but I'd like to use a mix of everything. Ooh, this is nice, but her choker is gone. I don't really know what to go for. I like this top in orange, but I've already used it in my Rainbow Create a Sim, so I'm trying not to use that. This is pretty. I like that. So I want to keep looking. I might try going for something that's full body. I don't have as much CC for full body, so I think that's something that I'd have to go CC shopping for a little more. This is kind of nice, but I don't really like the leaf pattern that much. I don't think it really fits her vibe. Oh, there's no orange swatch in this dress. This dress is nice. No, that's like a little too formal for her. I don't really think I'm going to find any good dress, but I'm still going to look. Normally I'm like set on whether I want my Sims to have a top and bottom or if I want them to have a dress, but for this Sim I'm not. Oh no, this says high neck too. This is nice, but I don't really like these like dresses. I might go for like a romper, like this, a full piece. I'm not really liking how these full bodies are looking on her, so I think I want her to have a top and bottom. And top and bottom are just more fun because then you get to choose two things instead of one. I didn't try this top. No. What about this? Ooh, I like that. That's really good. I like that. I think I'm gonna go for bottoms now. Not too sure what I want. I like that this, like, how there's such a bunch of rip. And then I think to bring in some orange from the top, I'm going to get these orange nets, and then it's just gonna peek through the holes of her jeans, and I think that looks nice. And now for shoes, I think she's a sneaker type of person, so I'm gonna give her some sneakers. I like to go for this like more worn out version than the plain white version, because I like this like more off-white kind of color. I feel like it's more realistic. I don't think you would keep your shoes white for too long. I don't really like use too much CC shoes. I just got like a few, and especially not sneakers. If this is like my only CC sneaker, which I like, I think I'll just go for these. I don't even really like know shoe types that much. I'm not really into shoes that much. Also, I don't really change their feet too much. I'm like fine with feet. I don't really look at that too much. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Something happened, but I was just like, I don't remember what I was talking about. I was talking about these shoes. I'm not really that much into shoes, but yeah. Anyways, now, what I like to do, I like to give my Sims nails, which are in the ring category if you've got CC. So, I want to give her orange nails to sort of bring in more orange in the outfit. So let's see which orange nails I have. These are nice. My favorite nails are these, but they don't have that many, like, they don't really have an orange color, so I can't go for these nails. So I think it would have to be between this and this if I want long nails. They're like overlapping each other. I don't know what's happening. These nails are nice. They give like this like weird shadow to the first finger. I don't know why. So I don't think I'll choose those. I also have these earrings. Not earrings, nails, but they're like not as long as I want them to be. So I don't really know if I want to have this, and maybe we can cover up that like black mark with some rings. So I think I like to go for these rings. And I like the black swatch. Yeah, I think those are nice. I think I'll go for that. And see now, like, she's got a lot of a big neckline because of her top. So I'll go and change her necklace to be something like this, so that like more area is covered. And I might just change that to be black to sort of match the rest of her outfit. And maybe we can try for this, for these pants, there's actually a swatch of the belt. So I'm just gonna see how the belt looks. Yeah, I think the belt just adds a little bit more detail. I don't normally use a belt, so I think I'm going to try that. Also, she can't really have earrings with this outfit, but maybe she can have a lip piercing. So, I think I'm gonna give her a lip piercing, and I'll probably just have to adjust her lips a bit for that. Okay, then maybe not that piercing, but we could try another one like that, and we just have to adjust her lips a little bit. And you can go into detail edit mode to edit the lips more. So I'm just gonna edit that a little bit, and then move the entire lip down a bit. Okay, so her lips might not be in the place that I want them to be, but I do want her to have a lip piercing, so I think it's like worth it to change where her lips are. And I'm gonna give her the black version, and now I think I'm going to go and do her makeup. So I always change the order that I'm doing the things. Like sometimes I would have done the makeup first, sometimes I do the makeup last. So things change. So I want to give her like orange eyeshadow. I think that would look nice with her outfit that she's got. I want to go for like a sort of neutral kind of orange. Don't really know how to describe that. I want to go for like this kind of color of her shirt. I doubt we'll actually find something that will be the right color, but we can try. Okay, so I think that eyeshadow is kind of good. Ooh, maybe this. I don't really like when the eyeshadow goes underneath the eye, but there's not really anything I can do about that, and this is probably the closest we're gonna get, so I think I'll go for that. And then for my eyeliner, this is my absolute favorite eyeliner. I just love it so much, and I use it a lot. But I don't think I'm gonna use it for this sim. I want to try something a little bit different. Also, if there's like some sort of question that I didn't cover during this video that you still have about like CAS, you can just ask them in the comments and I'll try to answer them to the best of my abilities, or maybe I'll make like a part 2 if there's a lot of questions. Okay, let's go to cheeks next. I like this swatch the best of this foundation. I might want to try something a little bit more different. The new MAC makeup, like some of it is a little bit like crazy, but I really like this blush that they added, and I've been using it a lot since the MAC update came out, and I feel like the MAC update gets a lot of hate. I honestly like some of the items in it. Some of them are like a little bit extreme, but some of them are really nice, like this blush. I also have this highlighter from Green Llamas that I use quite a bit. I don't think I'm going to use it on this sim though. I'm not too sure what I want to go for. Actually, maybe I will use it. Yeah, maybe I'll use that. I think that swatch is nice. Yeah, so I like the MAC update. I think it has some nice stuff in it. Some not so much, but some stuff is like really nice. And now the biggest game changer is the lips. I don't have too much orange lipstick, so I doubt that we'll get an actual orange lipstick. I'm probably just gonna end up going for my go-to, which is I talked a little bit about it in another video that like while I was doing a voiceover, but my go-to lipstick is this Exposed by Cryptic Sim, and then I go to face paint and I choose one of these, and I just think they look so nice. So I might go for that, yeah, and that'll just look so pretty. I might try full opacity. I like that there's both like two options. Actually, I normally go for full opacity, but I think this sim looks good with low opacity. And there we go. She seems like the kind of person who would have a name that starts with a C, so that's what I'm going to look for when I randomize. Actually, I was thinking C, but maybe now we could change it to like, how do you spell it? Like Naomi? That's the sort of name I want. Yeah, that's the sort of name I'm thinking, Naomi. And then let's see what her last name will be. Naomi Stark? I don't think so. Let's try again. Naomi Rush? wait, what about Naomi Lush? Yeah, I think she looks really nice. Aspiration wise, maybe she can be like an animal lover. I see her being like really into animals. So then she's probably like a really good and kind person if she's into animals. And maybe she loves being outdoors. Let's see what else. Oops. And maybe she's, I don't really see her as a perfectionist. Not really a foodie either. Maybe she's like clumsy. I'd see her being really clumsy. She's cute. I like her. I think I might change her shoes because these jeans are more like of a dark gray than a black, and I sort of want to match the shoes to the jeans. So I might just change them. Those boots are nice, but I don't know if I want to go for them. I think I'm going to, I don't really use filters that much, but I'm going to filter through gray because I do want some gray shoes. I'm looking for more of a dark gray. If we can find something like that. This isn't really a dark gray. It's like black and silver. This also isn't gray. It's like a brown. I don't know why it's here. Maybe if I went for those, look kind of nice. And they're just like super simple. Like she don't really have anything else, so she just slipped those on. Yeah, I think I like that better than the other shoes she had. I think if I were to change the sim, I'd probably remove like the orange part of the legs and just have it be for under the jeans, but we can't really do that. So it has to be here as well. Maybe we could cover it up with some socks. I doubt it would look good with socks, but we can try. Yeah, I don't think it looks as good with socks. Like if you look from far away, you can't really notice the fishnets on her legs, on her feet, but if you look closer, you can. So I'm just gonna leave it. Here's Naomi Lush. I hope you like her. I really like her. I think she turned out super pretty. Also, I hope you like the CAS tips that I have, and I just showed you how I sort of make my Sims, and I walked you through all of the things that I do. I think if I'd probably also give her like earrings while I was doing the necklace and the hair, or the hair like when I was at one of those steps, I'd probably give her earrings, but her hair like covers her earrings, so it wouldn't really make sense. I'd also give her bracelets while I was probably like near the end. I'd give her bracelets. Like now I'd give her bracelets, but her her shirt has long sleeves and you wouldn't really be able to see a bracelet anyways, so I'm not going to give her any bracelets. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful and you learned some tips. If you have like any questions, you can just comment them down below and I'll be happy to answer. And of course, if there's like a lot more, then I'll make another video. And thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone.